Hi Cancer, welcome to your weekend love readings. These will be from the 8th until the 10th of May. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down in the comment section below. If you are in Australia and you are a mum, happy Mother's Day for this weekend. It is Mother's Day this weekend in Australia. Also, if you're new to the channel, then these are a short format reading. So if you're after something a little bit more detailed, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you get notified when the weekly readings come out on a Sunday and Monday evening. They're a longer format. They go into a bit more detail, your feelings, their feelings, what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. Okay. In the pre-shuffle, Devil coming out. Now, I think that that's actually particularly relevant to the big supermoon we've got going on at the moment. It is a super flower moon in Scorpio, and it's all about releasing bad habits and toxic habits that we have, and bringing in new ways of doing things, more positive ways of doing things, new ways of working. Absolutely a moon for realigning your finances and potentially even starting a new job. So set all your intentions that you need to set. It looks like you are releasing negative energy though, so that's good. All right, let's get into the main read. Love messages for Cancer, please. Okay, could be dealing with a Leo here. But maybe reflecting, your vulnerability. And the Tower card. I just want to know, can we just take a moment to look at exactly how alike these cards are? In the colouring, amazing, because I really think that this talks to the strength that we can draw on when things are not going well, or when unexpected negative things happen, or when we have to rebuild our entire lives. We actually have that inner strength. We have that inner beast. So I think that's actually very interesting. They were both in reverse though, so we will leave them in reverse for the minute. All right. Love messages for Cancer, please. There's a bit of a sideline bit there, I just noticed, Cancer. Aha. I was wondering what was happening here. And now, with this Seven of Swords, I know. Okay. Someone is discovering secrets that have been kept. Now, who is that? Feeling quite vulnerable, feeling maybe a little bit taken advantage of even. With this Tower in reverse, I kind of feel like there's an avoidance here. It's coming, but it's on hold. Let's talk more about the Tower. What is the Tower? It's a delayed Tower. I can feel it. It's like right on that, and it's about to burst. What's the Tower, please, in reverse? Why do you feel helpless? Someone feels helpless here. Yeah, see? Five of Cups. So there's a lot of grief involved. It's almost like you know something they don't know that you know. And so the Tower has kind of hit you, but it hasn't hit the two of you yet. It's right on the edge. It's like, once you tell them that you know this Tower is flipping and the world is like crumbling. Okay. All right. Anything else on the Tower? Yes, straight away. Okay. I think you've been putting a lot of work into this situation, and it's disappointing. I think that that's a lot to do with your grief, is I feel like you've put all of this effort in. All right. Let's talk about what this Seven of Swords is in reverse. What is the Seven of Swords in reverse? Okay, yeah, someone's come and told you. Someone's been tattletaling. Someone's come and told. Now, when someone comes and tells you with this card, you've got to be careful, because sometimes their intentions are not entirely pure. Sometimes they're just very immature and they're gossipy, causing trouble, that sort of thing. It isn't in the reverse though, so maybe what they've come to tell you is true, but they have their own agenda a little bit too, so don't ignore that. More on the Page of Wands. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Yeah, this is someone that's trying to have an influence on your relationship. Now, I'm not saying that what they've told you isn't true. It may well be. But like I said, their intention for doing this, for telling you, it's not necessarily because they want the best for you. I think that they would quite happily see the whole relationship crash and burn. So I don't know what drama that is, baby llama, but yeah. Okay. Strength card in reverse. I think the Strength card in reverse is very much, yeah, see, you're just planning right now. You have discovered this information. It's kind of knocked you for a six. You're feeling quite... I feel like I can't... There's no right option out of this. Like, I can't go back now because that you've done this. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't forgive this, and that puts me in a vulnerable situation. You're planning your next move here with the Three of Wands, because you also know that you need some time to process this tower that's about to break. So I don't know what it is you've discovered or what you've been told by this other person or these other people. This is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is presenting then as a page when she's come to tell you, but she's trying to take action. Like, she's trying to run interference in here. Yeah, it's her own agenda though. Now, don't get hung up on I say this all the time, do not get hung up on the genders. I'm not hung up on the genders, so you shouldn't be. I read them as they are in the card. So if you're a male, if you're a female or a male dealing with another male, they can still be the Queen of Wands, okay? All right, most likely outcome here, please, for Cancer. Yeah. I think the biggest knock for you is actually all the time and effort you've put into this. This is a lost opportunity. This could have been an amazing relationship or connection in your view. But could it, if someone's treating you like this, could it really? Or is that just you're in love with the idea of what it could have been? Yeah, Knight of Swords. This is, yeah, see, I think what you're discovering is this person is not what they seem. They're actually very probably narcissistic, very selfish. They've certainly been acting very selfish. So I don't think that you've actually missed an opportunity. Here's this Queen of Cups. I feel like, too, they've really discarded your feelings with this Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, and it's draining you. It's spiritually draining. That's this feeling I feel like I've kind of given up. I'm like, oh, I actually can't be bothered with this anymore. Like, ugh. That's how I feel. Ugh. Don't know if that's a word. If it was an emoji. All right. Advice, please. For Cancer. Oh, beautiful. Love it. More advice. Two more. Okay. All right. So, it's these guys that got me worried. There's an opportunity for you to say nothing here, Cancer. And I kind of feel like it's like if you avoid the hurt by saying nothing and just kind of keep going as if there's no issue here and just, keep rolling with time and going with time, without putting a stop sign here, then you're actually going to be very unhappy and unfulfilled, because you can't undo knowing this information. You can't just block it out and pretend it hasn't happened because you're afraid of this tower happening, or you're afraid of after the tower, what that will mean for you. Well, you can do whatever you like, but Spirit's saying you are going to have an unhappy time. You are not going to be happy. You're not going to be fulfilled. This is not going to be a long-term successful plan to do that. So again, it's kind of like a short-term pain, long-term benefit, but you're doing you're doing long-term pain, short-term benefit. That's took me a little while to get there. When really what needs to happen, so this is what it looked like when I did the spread. As always, when we do a reading, if we flip the cards, we can tell a totally different story. Okay, so if we flip the cards because you change this one element at the beginning, then that gives a much better advice line. That's saying, yep, it's going to hurt. It's going to suck at the beginning. And it's kind of going to feel like time is standing still for a lot of it. But once you get over, these roadblocks, the difficulties, and the world does start turning again, you're actually going to look back and be a lot happier. You're actually going to be moving towards this wish fulfillment and what you really want out of life. You're not going to get to these things unless you do the work back here, though. All right, Cancer, romance angel. Yep. These guys never lie. Heart-to-heart conversations. If you comment on it being written in reverse, I will block you from the channel. It is the way the camera goes. Get over it. It says heart-to-heart conversations. So again, that's got to be the key. You can't ignore this. You can't just turn your back on it and hope that it goes away. Hope that the tower just, we'll just keep the tower in reverse because that's what makes me feel good now. Again, you can do that. You can do whatever you want here. These are just signposts, but I guarantee you in the long term, you're not going to be happy with that decision. You're too strong for that, Cancer. Don't let this moment of feeling vulnerable or like it's too much for you make you forget how strong you are. All right, Cancer, that's what I have for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you back here for the weekly reads. Have a great weekend. Bye.